Hi friends, in this session we will go through the basics of coordinate geometry, which is also known as Cartesian geometry. I've taken a very simple real life example to understand why coordinate geometry is important or what is the fundamentals of coordinate geometry. Okay, for example, your mother has gone out and your father decides to prepare tea for the entire family. Now he doesn't know in which container the sugar lies, and so he decides to call your mother. He asks for the container, and your mother says that the sugar lies in the container. Now that is a very generic reply, right? So your father asks for the details of the particular container. Your mother says that there are two shelves in the kitchen and the sugar lies in the upper container. Now, is that information enough? No. Why? Because there are four containers in the upper shelf. So, in which particular container the sugar lies, that the mother has to reply. So, now father asks for more details, and your mother says that the sugar lies in the third container. Is that information enough? No, because if you see from the left, the third container would be this particular one. But if you see from the right, the third container would be this one, correct? So the information of right or left, that is also very important. Now your mother says that the sugar lies in the upper shelf in the third container to the left. So the third container to the left in the upper shelf would be this one. Your father opens the container, there's sugar inside, and he prepares tea for the entire family. So for this particular example, to find the location of a particular object, we needed two different information. One is the horizontal information, that is in which particular row the container lies, and one is the vertical information, that is in which column does it lies, with reference to either left or right. So to point or to locate a point or locate an object, you need two different information, horizontal information as well as vertical information, correct? Similarly, I have taken an example of seating arrangement in a classroom. There are various tables and chairs arranged in rows and columns in a classroom. So if you'll tell the student to sit in a particular location, a particular table and chair, a particular desk, which information do you need? You need two pieces of information. One is the row information, the other one is a vertical, that is a column information, correct? So now, if suppose you say 2 comma C, that is you ask the student to sit in the second row and the column number C. So that would be second row and column number C. So this location. So the student goes and sits in on this desk, correct? 2 comma C. So for this seating arrangement, you needed two pieces of information. You needed two numbers. One is the row information and other one is the column information. Okay. So similarly in coordinate geometry, to locate any point on a plane, you need two pieces of information. You need two numbers, an ordered pair of numbers, that is known as, those are known as coordinates, correct? For example, if you take a number line, what is a number line? A number line is a straight line in which all the numbers are marked at equal intervals from the reference is known as, taken as 0. Okay, the numbers marked to the right of the 0 are positive, the numbers marked to the left of the 0 are negative, and they are marked at equal intervals. For example, I take 1 unit as the distance between two numbers. So the numbers will be 1, 2, 3, etc. And here it will be -1, -2, -3. Okay, a number line extends at both directions infinitely, correct? Now if I have to plot a point +2, that would be, plus means with reference to 0 it would be in the right direction, and 2 means this point. So +2 will be this point. Okay, now suppose I have my point located here. Now how will I identify the location of this point with respect to only one axis? If suppose I say that the point is 3 units above the horizontal axis, is that enough? 3 units above this can be here, can be 3 units above this can be here, 3 units above this can be anywhere. So this single information that it lies 3 units above the horizontal axis or the horizontal number line is not enough. You need two pieces of information. That is, you need two reference axes. One is the horizontal axis and one would be the vertical axis. So the same number line, if you draw vertically, that is perpendicular to the horizontal one, okay, it would be something like this. Okay. So both these are actually number lines, but these number lines intersect each other at a point, and this point is known as origin, and this is taken as the reference point. Okay, the horizontal axis or the horizontal number line, as we call it, will be known as the x-axis. Okay, and the vertical axis will be called as the y-axis, and they both intersect each other at origin. Okay, so just as the number line here, the right of the origin on the x-axis will have all positive values 1, 2, 3, etc. placed at equal intervals, and the left of the origin on the horizontal axis would have the negative values -1, -2, etc. And what about y-axis? Y-axis, if you just look at this x-axis and you just rotate it counterclockwise perpendicular to the x-axis, that would be your y-axis. So the points above the origin would be positive ones marked at equal intervals, and the points below the origin will be the negative ones marked at equal intervals. Correct? So this figure you see is actually it forms a Cartesian plane or coordinate plane, a 2D plane, and all the points located in this 2D space the location of those points can be found very easily using the coordinate geometry. Okay, now you must be aware of the definition of a plane. A plane has zero thickness, but it has infinite length and infinite width. Correct? We normally draw it as a rectangle, right, with infinite length and infinite width, and the position of any point on this 2D plane can be found using the concepts of coordinate geometry. Okay, now to locate a point, suppose the given point is here. Okay, you need two pieces of information. Okay, you need two pieces of information, that is the distance from the origin along the x-axis as well as the distance along the y-axis from the origin. Okay, that is, you need two numbers, and these two ordered pair of numbers are known as coordinates. Okay, for example, 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, 1, 2, 3. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, -1, -2. Okay, if the given point is here. Okay, if you want to plot the point here, how will you plot it? If you see the point here, it is along the x-axis, it has distance 2. It is at the distance 2 along the x-axis. Do we get it? So the first coordinate will be 2. And if you see at the y coordinate, it would be along the y-axis, it is at the position 2. So it would be 2, 2. So the 2, 2 actually refers to the x and y coordinate. So what does the x coordinate mean? X coordinate means that the point is located, the distance, x coordinate means the distance along the x-axis but perpendicular to the y-axis. Okay, and the y coordinate means the distance along the y-axis and perpendicular to the x-axis. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now if you see, these axes divide the 2D plane, the Cartesian plane, into 4 different quadrants, that is 4 different regions. Okay, anti-clockwise it is numbered as 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, the first quadrant is a quadrant that is formed by positive x values and positive y values. So the coordinates will be of the form plus x and plus y. Correct? Both will have positive values. Similarly, for the second one, the x values will be negative and y values will be positive. So it will be of the form minus x comma plus y. Correct? For the third quadrant will be formed by negative x values as well as negative y values. So it will be in the form of minus x comma minus y. And the fourth quadrant, if you see, it will be of the form positive x and negative y. Am I right? It will be formed with values positive x values and negative y values. Okay, correct. Now another very important thing that you have to keep in mind, that is x comma y is not equal to y comma x. That is 1 comma 2, for example, is not equal to 2 comma 1. Okay, for example, how will you, I'll just show it, how will you plot the point 1 comma 2 in this Cartesian plane? 1 means the x coordinate, that is the distance along the x-axis. So you have to just move 1 unit. So this is okay. Now 2 means the distance along the y-axis perpendicular to the x-axis. So you have to move along the y-axis. So the point is 1 comma 2. Am I clear? Okay. Now how much is 2 comma, which point is 2 comma 1? So 2 means you have to move the distance 2 along the x-axis here. And 1 means you have to move along the y-axis 1 unit. So the point here is 2 comma 1. Okay, so it's very clear that 1 comma 2 is not equal to 2 comma 1, as the position of the points is different in the Cartesian plane. So you have to be very careful that always the x coordinates will be written first in the ordered pair and the y coordinate will be the second one. Okay, so x comma y is not equal to y comma x. So I tried to cover few basics of coordinate geometry. In the next session, we will learn in details about how to plot a point in the Cartesian plane. Okay, I hope it is clear and this session was useful. Thank you so much.